Welcome to the final day of the dodgeball tournament held in Buenos Aires, Argentina. We got four teams: Interceptors, Gold, Silverbacks, and Skylarks. All of them got really a good story so far. Interceptors, they got Kyle, 77 index coming out of this the the group stage, leading the whole league. They're really just riding on his back. Gold lost the championship, fired Lenore, got Corey to replace her, but that's not even a good idea. But they blasted through. They beat the Sea Dogs actually in a final in the final game of the group stage to advance. Um, Skylarks, they were in a very mediocre, not a mediocre group, but a very even group, and they just broke even, barely making it in. I mean, Interceptors too just made it in off 1 point over the Checkers. Um, the Silverbacks, they impressive. I mean, despite getting absolutely trounced by the Empire, they had built up such a great lead. Um, the rookie Stephen Nicole out of Toronto, he's been just amazing coming out. So um, that's been a very good bright spot for them. I mean, combined with Salazar and Temp, their new guy, I mean, the Silverbacks are looking like they're going to be able to turn some heads this year. So we're going to get started with the first game. It's going to be Interceptors, Gold, all of these teams vying for their first tourney victory here. So let's just get started with this first game. So you got the Gold versus Interceptors, Douglas versus Pierce. Both these guys pretty tenured coaches going on. I mean, I think Douglas is going on his 10th year and Pierce is going on his 11th. Pelletier, he's best in the game, 4.03 dashing. Accardi, rookie, 4.188. So, could get better as time goes on. Um, let's just look at the teams for a little bit. You got the lead thrower for the Gold right now is Middlestein, 91, back up Obama, 84. Um, and they signed Corey. I don't really know why. His chemistry doesn't really line up. He doesn't really add anything with his stats. But I guess they were just trying to fill a hole before the tournament. He might be gone after this. On the Interceptor side, they add McCarron, which is great because they were really lacking an offensive player. They stole him from the Toros. Kyle, obviously, he's maxing out on everything. 101 thrower, 58 catcher. So they had a pretty good catching core here with Clowney, McCarron, and Lindbergh, as well as Kyle. So they're trying to take the load off Kyle a little bit, but he's really soldiering on so far. Um, let's just get started. I mean, both these guys are pretty good dashers, so it's not going to be all the way 100% Pelletier this time. Gold win the start, and Middlestein's going to be throwing at Kyle. And good throw gets him out immediately. And wrong file. IB. Wrong file, wrong file. So let's get this thing back started. Gold won the set start. Middlestein going to throw out McCarron. McCarron's out. Now it's going to be Lindbergh throwing at Hakeem. And now for these final games, it's just random. There's no coaching strategy. They're just going at it, having some fun in the sun. But Obama intercepts a Lindbergh throw to Hakeem. Now Obama's going to be throwing at Kyle. Kyle's out. Gold really dominating right now. And so these games are best of three. So best first team to win three. McCarty throwing at Corey, and Obama comes in for another interception. And now Corey throwing at Clowney. Clowney is out, and the Gold sweep the Interceptors in game 1. Gold, I mean, this team is just prime. They love tournaments. They've been to 2 straight finals, 3 and 4 years. They were in this Final Four last year, so they're not a team you really want to play at this stage of any kind of tournament. They've proven themselves in these high pressure situations. Let's see if the Interceptors can counter. Gold win the set start. And Obama's throwing at Kyle. Straight for him, gets him out, neutralize him. Can the Interceptors overcome being without Kyle? McCarron throwing at Middlestein, and Obama, a 3rd interception. Keem throwing at Accardi. Accardi catches. Now Accardi throwing at Corey, gets him out, the rookie. He's not known for his throwing, but he gives it all. Pelletier throwing at Accardi now, and Accardi dodges. And now Clowney throwing at Middlestein. Middlestein's out. Broke even. Interceptors leading right now. Pelletier throwing at Accardi. Should be easy. Gets him out. Evens it up. Now Clowney going to throw for Obama. Obama's out. It's off to Pelletier. Old man Pelletier. He's been with the team for, I believe, 8 years now. Pelletier throwing at Lindbergh. Gets him out. It's even. Clowney versus Pelletier. Pelletier catches Clowney's throw. And the Gold just 1 set away from advancing to the finals now. How quickly it happens. I mean, Obama's been great. He had a great first set. 2 more points this set. They've neutralized Kyle. And it's really the Achilles heel. Everybody knew that about the Interceptors last year. They thought bringing in McCarron would change that a little bit. But a team like the Gold, they're going to exploit you. So good luck with that. And the Gold win the set start again. Pelletier is undefeated this whole tournament so far. Pelletier throws at Clowney. Lindbergh intercepts. Getting a little aggressive. Lindbergh throwing at Corey, but Obama intercepts. 4 interceptions for Obama now. Corey is throwing at Clowney. Clowney dodges. And Kyle throwing at Corey. Corey outed. And now Obama throwing at Kyle. Kyle completely neutralized. Accardi throwing at Middlestein. Middlestein's out. Interceptors have the advantage right now. Obama throwing at McCarron. McCarron dodges. Interceptors flexing a little bit here. Clowney throws at Hakeem. Hakeem dodges. And now Obama throwing at Clowney. And Clowney dodges. A bunch of dodges back and forth. Clowney throwing at Hakeem. Hakeem catches. Can they do it now? Obama throwing at McCarron. McCarron's out. And now Accardi throwing at Hakeem. Hakeem dodges. Not looking good. Obama throwing at Accardi. And Accardi is out. And the Gold take the cake 3-0. They held Kyle to 1 point. That's what you got to do. I mean, they played it perfectly. Obama 9 points. He's really going to be tasked, with being the leader of this team this year. It was kind of Lenore and Pelletier for a while, but I think Pierce really, in letting Lenore go, who's still a very viable thrower in the league, what he was saying is, you young guys are not young anymore. Middlestein's entering his 4th year. Hakeem's entering his 4th year. Obama's entering his 3rd year. These aren't young guys anymore. These are guys in their prime, and they deserve to have the stage. And hey, they're in the tourney final without Lenore, without, Pelletier's declining in talent. I mean, he still can dash up a storm, but he's declining in being able to be effective as a player outside of dashing. And it's looking good. It's looking like the plan is not failing. So Gold advance to the final in a 3-0 rout. Kind of embarrassing. Let's go to the other side of things, where we got the Skylarks and the Silverbacks. Now, the Silverbacks, I mean, there's going to be a lot of hype going on with the Silverbacks this year. Nicole, he's playing amazing. He has, I mean, look at his index. I mean, this is amongst everyone in the league. Look at his index through the tourney right now. Everyone in the league. Number 6 in the league already. He's already making a splash. I mean, he's hanging with Richard, Greeley, Obama, Salazar, Pete, and Kai. I mean, he's right there with all of them. That's insane. But let's. Let's go now. Let's just go to the game. Skylarks, they got rid of longtime player Maurice. I mean, that was the big story. I mean, Maurice has been on the team a very long time. He would be going to his 10th year, his 8th year with the Skylarks, but they're like, no, we got to move in another direction. Getting a little old here. But the funny thing is, they got rid of Jason. They got rid of Maurice and brought in Vito and Jason, who are very old as well. Vito's not that old, but Jason was the same class as Maurice. But you figure you have Vasiliev, you have Giuliano. They're both in their second year. Maybe they need a little bit of veteran around them, but why wouldn't you just keep Maurice if that was the case? Kind of wanted to go in a different direction. They see Giuliano taking the defensive mantle soon, and Vito, just a great all-arounder, 103 rated, 92-60 guy, so that's pretty good. On the other side, the Silverbacks, they've made a splash. I mean, everybody turned their heads when they put Somerset on the trade block, but look what they got for him. They got Nicole, and they got the opportunity to get Temp out of free agency with the money that cleared up with that. So they have a potent throwing, and Nicole's just going to keep getting better and better. They got Zavitz out the draft, 4.157 guy. He was the fastest out of the draft, and they knew, we have enough talent around. We don't need to draft talent. We need to draft a dasher to get the ball to the talent. So first-year Coach Green, they fired their coach at the end of last year, so he's trying to shake things up a bit and get his own signature player in Nicole. So let's just get going right now. And Zavitz wins the 6th set start. And Solomon throwing at Vito out. And Giuliano throwing at Solomon. Solomon dodges. Salazar throwing at Potts, and Potts is out. Everybody's counting on Salazar to have a banner year this year, hoping he doesn't just have a mediocre, wasted career. He's super talented. Vasiliev throwing at Nicole. Nicole is out. Zavitz throwing at Giuliano. Giuliano catches the ball. Jason throwing at Salazar. Salazar catches. What are you thinking? And now Salazar throwing at Vasiliev. Vasiliev is out. Can anybody get Salazar? Giuliano throwing at Temp. Forgot they even had him. This team is stacked. And Giuliano gets Temp out. And Solomon throwing at Giuliano. Giuliano catches. And now he's going to throw at Salazar, but Salazar catches. Wow, that went down to the wire. But the Silverbacks, they take the first set. Another 2, and they'll be facing their nemesis in the gold. So they're really hoping to do that. And now the Silverbacks win the set start again. Nicole throwing at Potts. Potts is out. And Giuliano throwing at Zavitz. Zavitz dodges. Really? And Nicole throwing at Vasiliev. Vasiliev is out. Nicole is on a roll. And Giuliano throwing at Temp. Temp is out now. Nicole back at it, throwing at Vito, but Vito dodges this time. And Vito throws at Zavitz. Salazar comes through with the big interception to get Vito out. Now Salazar throwing at Giuliano, gets him out. And now it's going to be Jason throwing at Nicole. And Nicole gets outed by Jason finally. And now Zavitz going to throw at Jason. Jason out. Unbelievable. And the Silverbacks take the 2-0 lead. This is just going completely one direction right now. And now Zavitz wins the set start. Skylarks just weren't ready for this. Solomon throws to Giuliano. Giuliano out with a weak catch attempt. Vito throws at Temp. And Salazar, another interception. 7 points on the game. Zavitz throwing at Jason. Jason's out. And now Potts going to be throwing at Salazar. Salazar finally outed, but they have 4 more players. Solomon throwing at Potts. And Potts is out. It's all up to the rookie of the year last year, Vasilyev, throwing at Solomon. Solomon's out. And Zavitz going to throw at Vasilyev. And Zavitz almost maxes out his throwing and gets Vasilyev out. And the Silverbacks, they do their division rivals one better. Look across the bow and say, we can shut out a team too. So Salazar played immaculate, 91.9 index for Salazar, 7 points, 2 interceptions. Nicole, he was as advertised, 3 for 2. Zavitz, 4 for 3, unexpected, 3 dashes. He did everything. They shut out Temp, but they didn't need him. And when you're in a situation like that where you have a great player and you don't need him, that's championship rosters. That's playoff rosters. And Coach Green thinks he has a playoff roster with this team, and I would agree. I mean, the sky's looking up for the Silverbacks. And so let's set this up. Silverbacks. And it's going to be a Western rivalry matchup in the final. Silverbacks Gold. The Gold, I mean, they can't stop being in finals. It's a good, I guess, problem to have, right? And while we get ready for the final, we're gonna...
Ladies, my friends and I are having a debate.
Hey. Oh. I'll be on the drums. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será? Eso que huele tan bien, pero en realidad sabe mal.
Gonna have a performance by Argentine superstar Paulo Londra. And enjoy.
Cuando ya no me quieres ver, porque yo acá sigo esperándote. Qué mal por mí. Que haga frío acá afuera y tú hoy no quieras salir. Pero tranqui, que es el frío y la espera siempre fue costumbre pa' mí. Qué mal por mí. Porque tal vez lo nuestro era solo para divertirse, pero este tonto suele confundirse. Y es triste que del fin de ya no he vuelto a sonreír. Tal vez lo nuestro era solo para divertirse, pero este tonto suele confundirse. Y es triste que del fin de ya no he vuelto a sonreír. Parece leyenda, maniquí le queda bien todas las prendas. No es como yo, a ella nada la vergüenza. No tiene paciencia, le sobra experiencia al frente de la audiencia. Normal que deleite cuando pueda verle. Demasiado inteligente como Einstein. Hace lo que sea, no piensa en la gente. Una chica que la admiro desde siempre. La contratan para bailar porque se roba el show. No quiere ser modelo porque eso le aburrió. No puede ser locutora porque con su voz se enamoró. Tendría que ser ladrona porque te roba hasta el corazón. Entonces, ahora como olvido de tu nombre, hago 1000 preguntas y no responde. Tienes una receta secreta y juro que me altera. Entonces, ahora como olvido de tu nombre, hago 1000 preguntas y no responde. Tienes para divertirse. Pero este tonto suele confundirse. Y es triste que del fin ya no he vuelto a sonreír. Me contesta un milagro. Y si me mira, ¿qué hago? Seguro me quedo pensando en lo lindo que sería tenerte un ratito a mi lado. Solo mira, demasiado flow en esa piba. Anda con un combo porque opaca a las amigas. Asesina, me hace mal, si la veo. Llamo al 911 porque sí sé que verla me duele y no me hace bien. Y si me habla, seguro me mata. Alguien traiga un médico rápido que ahora mis pálpitos empiezan a acelerar. Porque tal vez lo nuestro era solo para divertirse. Pero este tonto suele confundirse. Y es triste que del fin de ya no he vuelto a sonreír. Tal vez lo nuestro era solo para divertirse. Pero este tonto suele confundirse. Y es triste que del fin de ya no he vuelto a sonreír. Hey. Oh, we on the drums, on the drums, on the drums. Paulo Londra, Big Ligas, los mayores. Hey. De Cristo Man, Leones con flow. Oh, we on the drums. Sencillo. ¿Qué me queda donde? Hacer tango.
Cansado de hacer todos los genes. Vamos a inventar algo nuevo ya.
And that was Argentina's own Paulo Londra with this song Tal vez. Very
En Sprint,
young
nuestra
and
prioridad es el bienestar de
inspired
nuestros clientes.
star out of Buenos Aires. Happy to represent. But it is time for the final. In here, the wrap up. We've enjoyed our time with the beautiful people of Argentina over these 3 days. And we hope to send it off with an exciting game between two Western rivals. It's been mostly gold for a while, but Silverbacks hoping to get a leg up on this rivalry again. So, dashing wise, Silverbacks did all they could. They got the best dash out of the draft. Power wise, the Silverbacks have more power. They got Salazar 101 throwing temp 97, and Nicole's coming up quick. He might be at 90 by time they play again in the season. So Salazar 89 catching, insane. And Solomon 63 catching, so he's the defender in a pinch when Salazar is targeted too much. On the gold side, they thrive off of great chemistry, great game planning. Obama's looking to really up the ante this year. Middlestein keeps getting better as well, and Hakeem. They have a nice, a 60, 60, 62 catching squad, so that's a pretty tough defensive squad. A little weak on the throws, but hopefully they maybe even get rid of Corey in this final day of trading that's coming up, and bolster that a little bit, because there's definitely talent out there they can bolster that with. But overall, they're confident with the guys they got, and let's see if they can come away with the Tourney victory here. And Pelletier wins the set start. Corey throwing at temp, and Salazar comes in with the interception immediately, not giving anything the chance. Solomon throwing at Obama. Obama catches, answers right back. This is going to be a defensive battle today, folks. Hakeem throwing at Nicole, and Nicole is out. Salazar going to throw at Middlestein. Middlestein's out. Tip for tat. Obama throwing at Salazar. Salazar's out by Obama. And now Temp throwing at Obama. Obama is out. It's even. Pelletier throwing at Zavitz. And now Zavitz intercepted by Temp. Who thought that coming? And now Temp throwing at Hakeem. Hakeem dodges. And now Hakeem throwing at Zavitz. Zavitz is out. It's on Temp now to throw at Hakeem. And Hakeem, another dodge. And now Hakeem throwing at Temp. Temp barely catches it with a weak, bumbling catch. And the Silverbacks take the first set. Wow, they were all back and forth on that one. Let's see what they can do in the next one. And now Gold wins the set start. Hakeem throwing at Salazar. Salazar easily catches that weak sauce. Zavitz throws at Corey. Corey's out. Doesn't even try to catch. And Middlestein throws at Salazar. Salazar with the humongous catch. Scoops that thing right up. Solomon throwing at Obama. And Obama dodges. Calms things down a little bit. Maybe they can recover. Pelletier throwing at Solomon. And Salazar with an interception. Wow, it's just so defeating. Temp throws at Obama. Obama catches it, though. He's not giving up without a fight. Obama throws at Salazar. But Salazar, I mean, look at these catches from these guys. It's amazing. And the Silverbacks take the 2-0 lead. And the Silverbacks, they're a team that hasn't had a title, had an award or anything in a while. A couple years back, they got the #1 for the season trophy. But, I mean, division-wise, they haven't won a title in a while. So this would mean a lot to the organization if they can achieve this, especially over the Gold, who have just been dominating the West. Salazar 4 catches that set. Zavitz becoming an offensive weapon that they didn't know they had. But Middlestein's got to get into this game. Obama's got to assert himself a little more for them to be successful. Gold win the set start again. Pelletier doing his job. And Salazar another interception. Oh my goodness. Temp throwing at Corey. Corey dodges. Pelletier throwing at Nicole. Nicole and Salazar intercepts with an 89. Are you kidding me? And now Zavitz throwing at Hakeem. Hakeem with the Obama intercepts Zavitz. Obama not trying to be outdone. Throws to Temp, gets him out. And Salazar throws at Hakeem. Hakeem is out. And now Corey throwing at Nicole. Nicole is out. And now Solomon throwing at Obama. And Obama dodges. Corey throws at Salazar. Salazar, another catch. His 10th point of the game. Solomon throws at Obama. Obama catches. It's going to be Obama versus Salazar. And Obama gets Salazar out to extend the game one more set. It's all on him. It's all on Obama in this game. Salazar, 3 catches, 4 points for the team that time. He's just becoming the team. This is what they thought Salazar would be these past years. But he just kind of shrunk under pressure a lot of times. But with Somerset out of the way, I mean, kind of ego issues are kind of hopefully going to be aside. Maybe Nicole has an ego, but, you know, who knows? But hopefully with Somerset gone, it's going to be Salazar's team squarely, and he'll take their responsibility. But the set 4 starts, and Gold win the set start again. Pelletier, perfect score, dashing this whole tournament. Corey throws at Zavitz and Salazar. This isn't even fair. Another interception. Nicole throwing at Pelletier gets him out. And Middlestein throws at Solomon. Solomon dodges. And Solomon throws at Hakeem. Hakeem dodges. Hakeem throwing at Temp. Temp is out. And now Nicole throwing at Hakeem. Hakeem is out. And now Obama throwing at Solomon. Solomon out. Zavitz throwing at Obama. Obama, really? With the weak catch. Obama's out. It's all on Middlestein throwing at Nicole. And Nicole with the weak throw by Middlestein gets him out. And now Salazar throwing at Middlestein to try to end it. But Middlestein catches it. And now Middlestein throws at Zavitz and he gets him out. Who knew the game wasn't over? And now the Gold tie things up. Last set. And now the Gold win the set start. Who's going to shine this time? Hakeem throws at Nicole. And now Salazar, another interception. He might break his own record. I mean, it's a preseason tournament, but he might break his own index record. I think that's his 7th interception. That's the most in any game in history. And this is a short game. Nicole throwing at Pelletier. And Obama with the interception of Nicole. Now Obama throwing at Zavitz. Zavitz is out. Salazar throwing at Pelletier. Pelletier is out. Who's going to break first? It's Obama versus Salazar. Obama throwing at Solomon. Solomon catches Obama. It might be home free now. Temp throws at Corey. Corey's out. Middlestein throwing at Temp. Temp is out. And now Salazar throwing at Middlestein. And Middlestein is out. And the Silverbacks have won. Oh my God. Look at that. And look at that index. If this was a regular season game, that would be a record. 106.1 index for Salazar. 6 interceptions, 10 catches total, 5 for 4 throwing. And Nicole, 3 for 2. Zavitz was great again, 3 for 2. Temp left a lot to be desired. Let's be real. Obama, 10 points, 5 outs, 5 catches. Middlestein kind of did his thing. Pelletier, 5 dashes. He was perfect all tourney. But the Silverbacks take their first preseason tournament title. And we thank you on behalf of the DBL and Saturn for tuning in and enjoying what was a very raucous and exciting